everyone, welcome to the new series in my channel that I'm trying to introduce. If it takes off, it takes off. It doesn't take off, but I've been wanting to do this for a while. And it's to talk to a fellow car enthusiast, people who have the same passion as I do. Maybe not necessarily car people, maybe I'll talk to future skateboarders. You never know.
You never know.
But what better way to kick off this series that I like to call Kombucha and Talk. And today we're actually going to be drinking kombucha, and I am sitting with two individuals that I respect a lot. The CEO and president of Kies Motorsports, Bryan Kiefer, and his very talented filmer and editor, Zack. Don't know. Yeah, we go way back. And again, so this series I call Kombucha Talk because there are a lot of talks over coffee, a lot of talks over different beverages, beer, but nothing over kombucha. And I've recently actually switched over from alcohol to kombucha, and let's give it a try.
What's a kombucha?
I don't know. It's fermented tea that's mixed with something. There's a bit of alcohol in it, I think. So if you're pregnant, no, there is. If you're pregnant, they tell you not to drink it. But it's a probiotic, which is really good for you. I don't know what a probiotic is, but it's supposed to be really good for you.
Is that in yogurt too?
Yes, not to be confused with a pro-antibiotic. I don't know. It
actually tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually way better than I expected it to be.
You want to try mine? Try the regular one. This is the original.
This is watermelon.
Yeah. You don't like them, right?
Hold on,
I'm gonna try yours.
I'm just trying to figure out what a kombucha is.
That's pretty good too.
All right.
I like the mango though. It's got a little.
So as they taste these drinks, let's talk to you, Bryan and Zack, a little bit. So maybe can you introduce yourselves? Maybe give us a quick background.
Sure.
I think most of my viewers, no, if not all, know everything there is to know about you, but maybe just to give us a quick intro.
Sure.
And we're going to take it from there.
All right, great. So my name is Bryan. I am the president of Kies Motorsports. If you don't know who we are, we specialize in BMW retrofit performance and aesthetic upgrades. We're strictly a BMW shop. So we do everything from carbon fiber to turbos and roll cages and now crank hubs and some other things. So. We started on YouTube, I guess, about 3.5 years ago, and here we are today. We started a business shortly after starting the YouTube channel. At the time, I worked in healthcare. Actually, I sold software to hospitals to help them go paperless, and although that paid better, this was a heck of a lot more fun. So, so I actually left my job to pursue Kies and YouTube full time, which has been a ton of fun. I got to hang out with Tommy and to get to know Tommy and a lot better. And
no, it was awesome. And I remember when by the way, now you have a shop. You have an actual physical shop where you do your installs, and you have a huge online presence, right, with your sales. So that's awesome.
Yep.
I remember when I was first getting into the whole BMW scene. I remember browsing YouTube like many of us do, and I remember seeing a video. One that really stuck in my memory was doing the digital screen retrofit, and I'm like, my God, this guy, he must be like a techie. He must know so much, and he does. I'm not saying you don't, but it was just like, it was a mind-boggling how someone could do such a sophisticated retrofit and make it look so easy. So kudos to you.
That's so funny that you mentioned that too, because that video, I had somewhere to be, and I really wanted to film the video, so I just did it really quick and threw it online.
Yeah.
And then I guess about 4 months went by, and it just got picked up, and then it went over 1 million views, and it was like, oh man, like I felt so bad. I was like, I put like the least amount of effort in this video, and today it's still one of our top performers.
Nice. So now, speaking of performance, how did you guys meet?
So Zack and I actually go to the same church. I was really needing someone to edit videos because I was working 2 jobs at the time, still in healthcare and running Kies, and things were going really well, and I couldn't keep up. And I started filming all these videos. I think I had 10 videos backlog. Actually, your Apple TV video Was that the first?
No, the first was actually the display key. The teaser video.
Well, that worked out well.
That was fun. And then it was like 3 or 4 more videos we did in intake, and then it was the Apple TV one, which took off too.
Yeah.
That one has over 100,000, I think now.
Yeah.
Nice.
See, you're famous.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So Zach, I was in need, and he actually was at my church on Sunday, and I was like, hey, and he's like, hey, I'm Zach. I'm dating the pastor's daughter. And I was like, hey, cool. I was like, what do you do? And he's like, well, I do video editing, but I don't have a job right now. I was like, hey,
Perfect.
you want to? So we had some divine intervention there, and
That's awesome.
Then,
how did you learn your editing skills?
I actually started in high school. They opened up that there was like a school in the area I lived in, and it was maxed out. Like they were over capacity.
It's a difficult word, yeah.
Yeah,
Capacity. Yeah.
Basically, there was too many students for the school, so they built a new school.
Yeah.
And in the new school, they had this like state-of-the-art like video classroom where they built like it was like nicer than like the local news channel. They had all this stuff, and I was like, well, I don't really care for math science that much.
Right.
I'm like, I'll try this elective, and I ended up falling in love with video. And
That's awesome.
from 16 or 17, I knew that was my passion, and I pursued it. I just worked and put in all my money into my own gear. I just built everything I could up, and I just tried to get better and better, learned on my own, and from there I tried turning it into a business, and then it ended up like Bryan said, being divine intervention.
Yeah. They always say, you should try to hire people that are better than you.
Yeah.
At something. And I was like, man, this guy crushes it. I'm embarrassed to make videos now anymore.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the intro. Have you guys? I'm sure many of you have seen the intros lately. They're just not only the intros, obviously the whole editing thing, but they're just amazing. So really, really good job.
Thank you.
And if someone wants to get into that type of work, how do you think they should get started?
I would say the best way to get started is honestly just by doing it for fun. Like if you love doing it, just like I used to do it with my brothers, and we just make random videos and post them on Facebook, and you just learn from just doing it. There's so much about experience that really it plays a huge role in that, and then connecting with people that do the same thing, like meeting Bryan. Like I've never been able to work with another person that does video and has a passion for it like I do, just because of the connections and whatnot, until I met Bryan. And doing that has made my job like the funnest job ever, because he knows video. I mean, you know how it is. I mean, working together, making videos, it's like the passion. You have the same passion, so it's a whole nother type. It's not even a job. You can't even call it a job. So
the problem with me is
we have to come hang out with you.
Yeah, there you go. The problem with me is though, I love editing, and I've edited skateboarding videos, but the thing is I'm still awful at it. I can't. So yeah, there you go. Yeah. iMovie. I still use iMovie. Exactly. Yeah, but I was telling these guys I downloaded Final Cut Pro, and I just don't know how to. It's so complicated, and it's $300 down the drain. So iMovie for now. I'm sticking to iMovie.
Hey, it's working. It looks good.
Maybe I should take a class. So what do you guys drive nowadays?
I have the F80, the F30 335.
All right. You driving?
No.
All right.
The 2000.
I moved across from the States. So
That's right. Well, you're from Maryland, originally, right?
I'm from Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
West Coast, yeah.
Different time zone.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Ugh. And that's right. So you got the F80 now.
Yep.
The Instagram lately has been blowing up with all the posts.
Here and there.
How do you like it?
Oh, it is so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very different than the F30. Like they each have their pros and their cons. But the car is such a blast, and now that we did crank up, we can start to crank up the power a little bit.
Now, so are you going to start offering that service to customers?
We already are.
Okay.
We have this guy coming in for our next appointment. His name's Tommy.
Oh, I should know him. Yeah, no, I will be coming in. I think I'm the next guy in line. I'm very excited. Because honestly, that's the only thing that's preventing me from pushing more horsepower. And I've been saying in the past that you don't need extra horsepower, and I still believe that you don't need extra horsepower.
No, that's right.
Especially at the track. I never had issues with not having enough power. But if there's an opportunity there, why not? And it's so easy with boot mode, right? You get extra 100 horsepower easily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, just on a completely stock car, stage 1, you can get between 70 and 80 wheel horsepower.
Yeah, and how much is that? If someone were to get it,
It's $595 on our site.
Jesus, that's
So,
awesome.
but it means
we're gonna link
$1
everything down below, so if people are interested. Yeah, so for $600, literally,
Yeah, it takes
you
3.5
can get-
minutes.
Yeah, and we did it.
So-
We did a video where you came to the track, you flashed my car with a CS2, and I literally, so CS2 is like an OEM, it's an OEM tune, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yep.
And I shaved 3 seconds off of my lap, no joke.
And that's like so minimal too compared to even
Yeah.
stage 1.
Yeah.
We flashed mine with stage 1 the other day.
Uh-huh.
Man, it just really, it woke the car up a lot.
And now with the crank up, the possibilities are limitless,
I
huh?
know. I feel a lot more confident now.
Yeah.
With the car. I mean, I'll be honest, it was that's one of the things. It's like when I was looking before, I almost bought an E90 M3, but with the bearings and whatnot,
Yeah.
I was like, ugh.
It's still
Don't
the
wanna
best
do it.
sounding M3 though.
Oh, by far.
Yeah.
It sounds way better than our cars.
Yeah. I mean, our cars don't sound that bad in person, right?
In person, they don't.
Yeah.
I was a little bit nervous about that too, but I think we have some different exhaust options at the shop that we're going to try out. So.
Nice. Can't wait to see. I mean, I kind of have an idea what it is, but that I'm super
We're not going to do
excited.
as many renditions as you did.
And lately, I found on Craigslist someone was selling what was it? I forgot what brand it was, and I almost bought it. I'm like, no, I just don't do it to myself. It would have been a direct swap to my the mid pipe, but I just didn't want to do it to myself. I think, and you drove behind me today and you said it sounds fine.
It sounds
Sounds
great.
amazing.
Active sound. You disable active sound. I used to be very much against disabling active. Did you disable yours?
No.
Oh my god! If you do it, if you want, I can do it to you. Do it for you now. It's easy. I can teach you.
There you go.
And it made a huge difference. I drove with active sound for like the first year and a half of me owning the car, and I loved it. Then I turned it off, and I'm like, oh, this is weird. Then I turned it back on, and I'm like, oh, this is even more weird. So I turned it back off, and it's been off ever since, and I love it. I would not even consider turning it back on.
Yeah, I don't even know if mine is on or off actually.
There's a way. Who would be able to tell you that?
Zach.
Hey, so
Here he is.
Yeah. So speaking, we kind of talked about Instagram and recent posts. So you've had some posts on the Crank Hub. You had some posts on. I know you did some headlights, but did I see a Supra in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the story with that?
We had a 2020 Supra in the other day, and we did boot mode to it.
Oh wow.
He was looking for a little extra power, and with the stage 1 tune with 93 octane, it's a 25% increase.
So you going from what, like it's like 400? No, what is it?
It's like 335-ish to start, so
wow.
which up around 400.
How did it feel?
So
Did you drive it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love the B58, and a lot of guys are saying that there's
A B58 is what's the new? It's a new motor.
Yep, it's the replacement to the N55.
So that's what's going into the new 3 Series.
Right. So the new, like the M340.
Okay.
That's what they're putting in there.
Now, speaking of that, what do you guys think of the new 3 Series?
What do you think?
Honestly, yeah. What do you
I
think?
like it. I think it looks good.
Really?
Yeah.
I like it. So when I first saw it, I didn't really care for that the bumper has like a notch in the headlight.
Yeah.
But other than that, I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
As long as you change out the grills. too.
everyone made yeah.
Then it looks.
The grills look kind of. I guess they're interesting. I wonder. Did you see? Hopefully, the new M4 is not going to have M3 is not going to have those massive grills that they're
portraying.
Oh my god, it's insane. But the way I see it, I don't, and I'm not just saying it because I have the F80 now and the new, this is an outgoing model and whatnot. But in my mind, it's not it's not worthy of an upgrade. Let's say if you're someone who's maybe if you're leasing and you do it every 3 years, I guess people don't care. But if I were to, let's say, as a car guy or girl, to upgrade because it's a new model, I mean, what is really new about it? Yeah, the engine has similar performance, right?
Similar.
Similar
I don't know the
performance.
exact numbers, but
Yeah.
it's pretty close.
Exterior, I don't care about the taillights. That's just me.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Supra. The front end looks terrible. The back looks awful. With the 3 Series, the back in my mind looks awful, and the front kind of looks better.
yeah.
But in my mind, so yeah, you kind of the shape looks slightly different. But when you walk inside, the design is very similar. It's the shape is slightly different, but the screen is in sort of the same place. You got a digital screen. I mean, in the latest F30s, right? You can still get digital screens.
Yeah.
The center console looks very similar. I just don't know. I just don't think it looks drastically different. I know it's new. I know it's upgraded and it feels great. I sat in one, but it's got iDrive 6, right? 6 or 7? Is there 7?
I think there's 7 now.
Okay.
But
it
it
looked like 6.
Yeah,
so in my mind,
it's very similar.
Yeah, so you get in and it's like, yeah, I know they did a complete redesign, but I'm just not blown away.
Yeah.
You know?
I haven't really spent a lot of time in and around one, but we do have one that we're going to start doing some
Working
videos
on?
with, so.
Okay, nice. I know you were speaking of, because you were searching for a while on Instagram. I guess someone turned up, or was it?
Yeah, we actually had one of our good friends is actually like, he's getting it today actually.
A brand new one?
And he wants to bring it in next week.
Oh my god, I just bashed it. Oh man, it's a great car. Okay, which one is he getting?
The M340.
Okay, all
I
right.
forget which color. I think it's like a
Okay.
gray.
Okay.
But yeah, I haven't really spent around a lot of time on it. But I remember when it first came out, there's a lot of people that are making videos. So like, oh, it sucks, I hate it, and all this other stuff. And I
Yeah.
remember I was like, I don't mind it. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess I haven't really looked at it too much. I do know that the M Sport version looks a lot better than the base.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Which is to be expected. I mean, that's pretty much how it is always.
That's true. That's true.
So, but it's I mean, it seems like it's a decent car. I actually almost bought one of those instead of the F80, but the problem was I was like, dollar for dollar, if I got there's no really used ones on the market, and I didn't want to. I didn't have the funding to buy the new one.
Right.
I was like, I could get an F80, which is was worth more for half the price it listed for. And so I went that route, and
I'm glad you did.
I am too. I'll tell you what.
I mean, that red is so nice
sweet.
to see. Oh my god, Ferrari red, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how many they brought to the US in that color?
I have no idea because it's an individual car, so I don't know.
Okay.
Because I guess you have to order it.
Gotcha.
I don't know if
Got
they
it.
just. I don't know if they just make individual cars or not.
I know
Dealers
that the
might.
last year, I think it was 2019, they would bring in individual colors and sell them, and basically include the upgrade for free. So I guess maybe
okay.
dealers or maybe the BMW corporate would just produce a certain number of, let's say, Ferrari reds or the fancy purple ones. I forgot what it's called, and they would it would be a free upgrade.
Yeah.
So okay, so that. And then once you get the car sorted out, are you gonna track it? Is that the goal?
Yeah.
But what type of a track are we talking about? Straight line or a circuit?
With you.
Then, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I might take it to the drag strip. So we have a drag strip that's literally 15 minutes from my house. So I might take it there just to see what it runs.
Yeah.
But I want to take the blue car back once we work out some fueling issues.
Now the
So that should
blue
be fun.
car with this. We're talking about quarter mile. I saw a video pop up the other day. You adjusting launch control.
Yeah.
What's the deal with that? I didn't know. First of all, I didn't know those cars had launch controls. Is that something that these cars come with?
Yeah. So they all come with launch. Well, so mine's a 13, so it didn't come with launch control, but you can code it in.
Yeah.
So with Bimmercode, I did it in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I think John Farrar, I think F30 actually helped me when he was up for the car show. So anyway, we did launch control, and it's great, but when you, especially with the all-wheel drive car, it's a little underwhelming, like when you go to take off. So we teamed up with XHP Flash Tool and made a video, and you can adjust how much increase of torque you want off the line.
Yeah.
So we bumped it up 25%, and then there's also another slider, and I don't know like exact the science behind it, but basically they tell the X-Drive system, hey, allow this much more slip.
Okay.
Allow 25% more slip before any traction control kicks in.
Wow.
So we did it, and Zach did a killer job on the video.
He did the ghosting effect.
Yeah, where you can
Sick.
see
I
the
love
regular
it.
launch, and that's
Yes.
full launch, both of them, and how much faster it got off the line. It was unbelievable.
Yeah. No, that is awesome.
It was cool. It
That's
was a fun one to film, and we only did 25%.
Yeah, and you can go up to 40% or so. I forget the
So
number.
what is it doing? It's just so when you obviously you put your foot on the brake, left foot on the brake, right foot all the way down until you feel that click,
Yeah,
right?
you click it down.
And then what is it? It just allows more boost.
Right.
Okay.
It holds your RPMs and then
Okay.
just allows you to start to build boost.
Okay.
And then you let go of that brake and you're off. Especially with all-wheel drive car.
Yeah, I mean your car launches like
Just grabbed, and it was a perfect day. It was like hot out. We were on asphalt. It was just like.
Yeah.
I drove your car in the rain with pure space turbos, and there was just so much grip. And then remember, I think you were driving mine with almost no grip. Yeah. It's crazy. Well, you're gonna have issues probably with yours. Once you get more power, you're gonna need probably bigger tires, so wider tires in the back.
Yeah. We'll have to start planning for that.
Yeah. Oh, do an all-wheel drive swap. Imagine a retrofit, X-Drive retrofit.
Yeah.
Probably
from the new M3.
Yeah. Is it really coming with Is it coming with?
Well, the M5 has it.
I guess.
The M5 has it, and the other thing is for the F30. We're going to be doing something. I don't know when this video is going to go live, but we're
tomorrow.
We're working with XHP again, and they have something called X Delete.
Okay.
And what that does is it disables your front wheel drive, so everything is just rear wheel drive.
Now, could you do it physically? Could you remove like a coupler or disconnect
you
something?
You don't even need to.
I know, but if you wanted to, right? If you wanted, could you get in the car and disconnect something?
I don't know exactly how to do it. I haven't researched it enough, but
there's a software solution now. That's incredible.
You can do it on E-Series right now, and they just launched it for F-Series last week.
Wow.
So
it's amazing what you can do with these cars, and with just if you know the right people, right? There you go, Kies Motorsports. You can make what you thought was a plain F-Series into a rocket ship, which is awesome. And then that. Speaking of rocket ships, you worked on a GTS recently, right?
Yeah, I saw our kombucha here. Kombucha, what's it called?
Wait, this goes to show you how much you look. I'm almost done with mine. Brian took a sip, and
I thought it was a lot further down than that.
That's gonna go first. There, you gonna bring it to your wife?
No, I like it actually.
There's stuff flowing in there.
What?
No, it's naturally occurring. It's I call it like a little mushroom thing. But it's just kind of yeah. But I don't know. I like it. It's like, who needs to drink beer?
It tastes like a sparkling tea.
Yeah. It is tea. Exactly, it is tea.
Yeah. That's all it tastes like is a sparkling tea.
No, but seriously, that's the new craze. If you talk to any hipster out there, they'll tell you to drink kombucha. So I guess maybe there's one thing we can learn from hipsters. I don't think any of them watch these videos. No, maybe they do.
Yeah, you never know.
No, so real quick, GTS, and I know you have a hard stop very soon.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, it says GTS on here.
What?
On the top it says it, and on the thing.
It was meant to be.
I know.
Mine says enjoy by 11:20.
It's almost 3.
Yeah, so what's the deal with that GT? Because it's brand new, right? Brand spanking new.
So it is a 2016, the only year that they're made.
Yeah. How many did they make?
300 in the United States, and I think 700 worldwide.
Okay. Yeah.
So we had a customer reach out to us, and he had purchased a Krakovich exhaust. Okay. And he was looking at an inventory intake, and we started talking to him, and just conversation started flowing, and guy was extremely knowledgeable about cars, has a bunch of other cars, and one thing led to another, which led to pure turbos, a full CSF cooling refresh. We had a bunch of ER parts on there for charge pipes. We had a Musselman thermostat. We did Castrol SRF brake fluid, stainless steel brake lines, Pagid brakes. We also did inventory intake. We did boot mode flash tune. We did NGK spark plugs to account for the new tune. The customer, this wasn't really required, but he just wanted to just keep the stock DME pristine. So we flashed a brand new DME with boot mode.
Oh my gosh.
So we had to take the intake manifold out and whatnot.
CarPlay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So we did CarPlay activation full screen with the touch screen. We also did some steering wheel trim, gear surround trim, a new e-brake and cover.
Did we change the paddles out too?
We did, but then
we changed.
We did. We sent him some pictures, and he wasn't really crazy about it, so we reverted back to stock and put the paddles in my car. Actually, he gave it to us.
Oh, nice.
That video's not bad.
They look great, by the way.
We also did a Krakovich downpipe, mid-pipe, and he really liked the way that the stock muffler sounded. So we got a new one, we cut the muffler off and butted it up and put it on with the Krakovich setup.
Wait, so stock
Stock GTS.
stock GTS muffler.
Yeah.
Okay. And downpipes what? Also
Krakovich.
yeah.
And then we also did, I don't know if we said Pure Stage 2 plus turbos. That's pretty important.
Yeah.
It's like the main part of the build. And he did a Gintani crank hub before it came to us and SSP clutches. We also did a Dodson DCT pan.
Oh yeah.
So
I think we did something else.
We did heat exchange. Do you get all the heat?
Yeah,
the
we did
cooling refresh.
Yeah, we did DCT, charge air cooler from CSF, front mount heat exchanger. And then I went back actually after we did the whole thing and we did an OEM rear camera.
Okay.
Feeding wires in a car that has a roll cage.
That's right.
It's
You can climb in the back seat, right?
Yeah.
Is it removable? Can you get rid of it?
It is a bolt-in
Okay.
actually.
All right.
But he has the European seats that are fixed back.
Gotcha.
So it's
God.
fixed back seats and roll cage make it very difficult to put a rear camera in. But it was a lot of fun.
All right.
I mean, I couldn't complain. We
And
had
the video series has been amazing. I mean, I've been joke. I've been glued to the TV. So it's awesome. And how many more episodes do we have left?
I think 3 or 4. Wait, we did part 5 today, and there's 8 or. Well, actually, we have extras. We're gonna do. Well, I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Fine. So we've got a couple.
We have more.
We have a couple of episodes. So stay tuned for that because again, and I've been actually. It's so amazing. I've been watching it on my big screen in the living room. Most of the videos I watch on my phone. But with this one, and I've been even texting Bryan, I'm like, hey, I just watched the video and I'm gonna comment soon. I just have to enjoy it on the big screen. Because seriously, quality,
Thank you.
sick.
Yeah.
Really.
Zach killed it on this thing.
He did. He really, and actually got a rare behind the scenes look at how Zach does the what do you call it? The B-rolls. Sweeping across. You guys should seriously make a video of him doing B-roll. It would be fun. I'm telling you, it would be funny. You falling on the car in the last car, saving yourself.
We'll just call it Epic B-roll.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Epic B-roll. Fail? No fail. Let's see. I know again. You guys have a hard stop.
That's okay.
What do you guys want to plug? I know you've been plugging Kies Motorsports.
I know, try not to keep everything up.
And anything super. A lot of you, most of the things, everything you guys do is exciting. But anything in particular that you want people to get excited about, or?
We have 18-ish videos filmed, maybe.
At least. Well, yeah, about that much right now. Yeah.
We have a lot of videos filmed.
Okay.
Everything from the new Supra. We have some stuff coming out for the F80.
Nice.
We actually have some really cool things for the F30 still. One of the things. What are you saying?
Well, I was gonna say we also have the X3 videos too.
We have X3 videos.
I don't know if I was supposed to say.
Oh, that's fine. I forgot about that. We do. So sometimes we get too far ahead, where we forget what we filmed.
Oh, I know. I mean,
and
can imagine.
It's also really funny because the GTS, we actually wrapped it up like 2 months ago.
Okay.
And we had a customer come in. It was the funniest thing. He's like, "Where's the M4?"
We had a little camera mishap. I can't believe there's a cut in the live video feed. Well, it's not really live, but we had a little camera. Apparently, there's a limit, 30-minute limit. I can't believe we've been talking for over 30 minutes. So you know what? Let's end it now. Whatever we talked about, we talked about. But I just wanted to send everyone to kiesmotorsports.com, Instagram Kies Motorsports, and obviously YouTube Kies Motorsports for all your BMW and now Toyota needs, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
it's Toyota too.
And Supra needs. If you're looking for BMW parts or Supra parts, maybe soon, go on the website. A lot of times, if you're looking for something and it's not on the website, give them a call, send them an email, because there are just so many parts out there that you just can't possibly list everything on the website, right?
Yep.
And yeah. So, what did you guys think of this? Seriously,
It was good.
I liked it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Once I got over, I didn't know what it was. Once I found out it was tea, and it tasted like tea that was kind of just bubbly.
Yeah, it's bubbly. That's what my daughter calls that mineral water, bubbly.
That's funny.
Yeah. All right. So once again, Zach and Bryan, thank you so much for coming up. I really appreciate it. And thank you, guys and girls, for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment. As you know, I'll answer every single one of them. Let me know if there are any future topics you'd like us to discuss, or you'd like me to talk to other individuals. I quite enjoyed this video. I enjoyed it because I'm sitting next to two individuals that I really admire and I look up to and respect. So that made this conversation a lot smoother and easier. So so thanks for that. And once again, thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye bye.